All right, so if you're in America, I want you to take either $100, which most of you guys can afford, and open up a Fidelity account and dump it in there. If you're in the UK, if you're in the UK, if you're in the UK, I want you to take £100 and open up a Trading 212 account and dump it in there. Now you might ask me, Ronnie MP, why? I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this year we've set a plan. We need to change our financial situation, meaning you shouldn't be seeing zero in your bank account. The only zeros you should be seeing is at the end of a big number. So like 100 and then 3 zeros, or 60, 3 zeros, 10, 3 zeros. And it's more than possible. And in this video, I'm going to cover the normal way, like the non-YouTube guru way, but the normal human being way that you can use your basic low income earning job, salary, okay, your brokey job, and turn it into something you're like, oh my days, I can't believe I'm actually here. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm no longer struggling. It's not that the government has got you trapped per se. They're still giving people the ability to earn, even though you've got a low income job. But where they have you trapped is your mindset. They corrupted you, man. Your mindset is completely finished. That's why you feel like you're in a hamster wheel. You're living paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. So remember, if you're in America, Fidelity. If you're in the UK, Trading 212 account, okay? And by the way, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I'm just keeping it real. So what I want you to do is pick any stock. And by any stock, I mean a blue chip, ideally. In the beginning, you saw me holding this because I've always said, look, if I'm going to play a game, if you're going to play a game, you might as well see if the company is publicly traded and try and buy the company. Rather than playing the games, wasting your years, your life on this garbage. The people who made the game, they're already rich. In fact, they're rich off of your back. Why don't you just own a piece of the company instead? This way, when you're playing the game in your spare time, it feels more enjoyable because you're like, oh yeah, snap, I own this company, don't I? Yeah. And you actually do, because you own a piece of it. Okay? A small piece, but it's at least that piece is paying you money rather than you consuming money on games that doesn't even make sense. So the stocks I would like you to, well, you could choose whatever you want, but I'm just going to keep it real. Okay? The stock that I would like you, ideally you should pick between Amazon, okay? Amazon is one. I'm about to tell you the other ones and you're going to want to definitely listen. But Amazon is one of the go-to ones because look around, man. Who isn't ordering from Amazon? Let's be real. If you see Amazon share super down and you're trying to preserve your money, this will go beyond preserving your money, because if it's money preservation, then I'll tell you go with S&P 500, your little ETF, dump your money in an ETF, pretty much, not everything. But, you know, a decent size, because you know what? It's going to fluctuate, but it's not going to fluctuate that much. So your money is not going to lose value. Most likely it's going to gain value. Compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, bloody blah, blah. Some of you guys have heard of it. Some of you guys haven't. But this video is not a video where I break down every single minute thing. I'm giving you literally a blueprint of how to come out. And I know you don't like your 9 to 5, because whenever you wake up, you find it very long and you snooze a bunch of times, and then, you know, let's be real. If you know what I'm talking about, comment in the comment section down below. Yep, I'm a snoozer. Comment I'm a snoozer, because you hit the snooze button. And I know exactly how it feels. But this plan is going to get you out of it. And I'll give you, it's not hard, but then again, it's also not easy, but it's possible. I would say if you're hardworking, in under a year and a half, you can get yourself in a real juicy, not good, real juicy situation where the 100 that you decided to dump in is growing. But we're not going to just do 100, because we're eager and we want to get out of poverty faster. So I would challenge you, my friend, to do 100, minimum 100 per month. If you can do 100 per week, then poof, you're going to be scaling. So I'll tell you, as I was saying, Amazon share, I would say I put 100 in Amazon share. If you don't choose Amazon, Nvidia is not bad. Nvidia is not bad. But the biggest one, I wish I had a drum roll. the big daddy of them all. And on this channel, my OGs will know, because I used to mention this time and time again. The stock that you should do more than look into, my friend, that made my subscribers a killing, is Tesla. When it's down, specifically when it's down, ride the wave up. Why? Because the way you want to do your research before you get into a stock, you want to see, are the business fundamentals okay? Like, has it changed? Has anything changed? Meaning, you know how we went through the moment where they was forcing everyone to take it, you know? And I'm not mentioning it because of the algorithm. It loves, you know, it loves finessing these videos when you mention that word. So when we went through that, everything tanked. But the people who listened to your boy Ronnie MP, they ended up laughing at the end of it. Why? Because everything tanked, but the fundamentals of the business, i.e. Tesla or even Amazon, did not change. It was a boom. It was booming. People were still ordering. Can you imagine? In fact, people ordered more because they wanted instant gratification. They wanted to, you know, all right, I'm trapped at home now with my family, whether you had a family or not, but I'm trapped at home with my family. All right, let's order games, you know, games where they can play together. Let's order PS4 games. Okay, let's order PS5 games. Let's entertainment. People ordered more. Do you know the people who were in on Amazon Share, how much? Guys, you're overworking yourself for nothing. You're working too hard. You're not working smart enough. You're working super hard. When I've always said it, money can work way harder than you because it doesn't need to sleep 24/7. You can only do 8 hours, maximum 12. And then you're too tired. Your head's spinning all over the place. You're way too tired. Money can outwork you. So it's like you're overdoing it. You're not thinking smart. That's what I've always said. Like, read that book. Okay? If you want to know which book, comment in the comment section down below. I'll let you know which book. But you need to read this book, man, because it's going to change your life. I've read tons of books on money, and that's why I'm able to do this freestyle off the top of the dome and drop some sauce for you guys. So it's not done there yet. So I told you, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla is one of them. Okay, and S&P, if you've already got, like, I don't know, 10k cash, maybe 20, 30, 40 or whatever it is, and you don't want to risk it. I'm not going back to zero. I don't want to, you know, do anything silly. I'm going to play it safe. You park it. I call it parking. You park it in S&P 500. Le VUSA. Okay, you park it in your little VUSA. If you don't know what I mean, Google it. You understand. So you park it in your little VUSA. But if you want to scale quicker, then I was going to tell you a stock, but that one I'll keep it to myself for now, because these are some deep plays where I have for my private clients, so people that work with me one-on-one. But yeah, so we'll keep that to that. But there are certain stocks, cryptos included, that will take your low income job, 1.8k for example per month, or 2k, and if you're gutsy or brave enough to dump that in it, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be laughing if you buy in at the right time. If you don't, then it is what it is. So if I might make a free community where, if you guys want me to do this, let me know in the comment section down below. So I might make a free community where we drop some sauce. And in regards to, like, game by game, I mean, like, you know, what we're doing investment wise, when we're going in, blah, 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 because I just feel like you're missing out. And these one-to-one calls that I have with my clients, it's some of the source we can obviously share, but some of them, out of respect to them, I can't share everything. Makes sense? Because they're paying for it. You're not. Do you understand? But I'm still dropping free game for you guys here anyways. So it's a balance. But so we've gotten into Tesla, for example. Let's say Tesla rides up and you see a profit. If you see profit, you take profit. This is where most of you guys make the mistakes. If I'm seeing profit, I'm going to solidify the gains. especially if you're swing trading, okay? Not day trading, don't get that confused. But if you're swing trading, meaning you're dipping in and out on a stock that's volatile, take your profit. Because if it dips or goes down by a significant amount, then you've lost. You haven't solidified the gains, as I like to call it. So take your profit and run. And by run, I mean like cash out, wait for the drop again, the dip, buy the dip. Now this is the strategy that you need to use your brain. And I'm telling you right now, if by any chance you go in, per se, Amazon, Tesla, or whatever it is, whichever stock you decide to end up going into, Nvidia, some AI stocks, try to find like ideally a blue chip one. Blue chip meaning, as I said, something that's here to stay. If you are trapped, and by trapped, what I mean is you purchased in, for example, $100. You went in and dropped $100, okay? And the stock tanked instead of going up. What I want you to do is buy your way out. This is why you take profit, because you can then use that profit to lower your average, especially if you're in a stock. That's what I'm telling you. You have to be wise about which stock you pick, especially if you're wise enough to have picked a stock that is businessly sound, meaning it's not going anywhere, like Amazon. Okay, I have to go back to that example because it's super easy one for you guys to understand. Like Amazon, the company is not dying, even though the share price is tanked. The company's not dead. They're making more and more. Like everyone's on Amazon now. Amazon Prime, bloody blah blah. You get it. Even Mr. Beast recently released a show that he was paid like, I don't know, 900 million or something like that to make on Amazon Prime. Amazon is not dying. It's not going anywhere. So I'm super comfortable with me. If I'm locked in 100, for example, 1,000 or 10,000, I'm very comfortable to keep on investing and dropping cash in that stock to lower my average, so I can then exit and carry on the journey, carry on swing trading it. Or the strategy is deep, but I'm giving you guys literally some free game right here. I can carry on investing to drop the average down, or I can carry on investing, then take the money out once I think like, okay, I'm only down by like, let's say I collected the profit when it was up. I collected $200 profit, and then I was stuck after that $200 because I went back in again and I'm trapped. Okay, I keep waiting for it to tank. I keep lowering my average, 100, 200, I'm 200 deep. Then I put my own money to keep on lowering it, so maybe 1,000. Now my average is super low. I can either buy out or I can carry on buying in to further lower my average. When it goes skyrocket berserk, then I make even way more money than I did initially with after collecting the 200 profit. I hope some of this is making sense, because this is an authentic video where I'm just literally talking to you guys, talking to you, especially you listening, you stubborn, you're very stubborn. A lot of you guys, you're not too dumb to have money in the bank, but you're too arrogant and stubborn. You think you know it. You think, okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, well, why do you still have zero in your bank account? You know, you don't have a zero behind a solid number, but you have just zero, not zeros. You just have zeros. In fact, you do have zeros, because 0.00 initially, that's how it shows up in some of you guys' bank account. 3 zeros, but yours has a point in the wrong place. You get what I mean? Okay, so that's the strategy, and that's what I would do to get the ball rolling and start to get, to get myself out. Don't forget, there's rent to pay. If you pay rent, there's food you need to eat. There's all sorts of things that bills that's going to acquire money, basically. But after getting rid of those expenses, I'm going to tell you, it should be just food, sleep, invest, and working out. Okay, so in other terms, fitness, finance, and yeah, pretty much sleep. You know, rinse and repeat that. Like, investment needs to be your main gig, not your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5, I want you to treat it more like a side hustle, even though you know it's not. But I want you to treat it more like a side hustle, because eventually that's what's going to happen anyways. If you're consistent in what I'm telling you, your 9 to 5 is going to become a side hustle. But if you don't treat your 9 to 5 like a side hustle, you treat your side hustles like side hustles, and you don't treat them like actual businesses, I'm telling you right now, you will never come out of poverty. I don't care what you do. It's a given. Like, you will never come out of poverty if you view it in that mindset, because you're not prioritizing the right thing. Your side hustle can build you wealth. Your 9 to 5 will lead you to paycheck to paycheck and just surviving, essentially. Surviving. So that's what's up. That's what I'll do to get out of that situation. I wish I could drop more, but this video will end up being literally like 5 hours long. But if you need my help anyways, let me know in the comment section down below. Join if you do want to join. I don't work with everyone, so it's first come first serve on the slots for my one-to-one private mentorship. And yeah, and we can fix your life, man. Fitness, finance, and it's up to you. I've always said time is going to pass. It's up to you whether time passes, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years passes, and it catches you on the good end where you've made a killing. You're lucky you started investing, you put in some work, you invested in yourself, you put some money behind it, or 5 years happens and you're still in the exact same position. But whether you like it or not, time is the most savage thing that's ever existed. It's going to pass with or without you. The choice is yours. Like the video, share this to a friend, and let me know which video to make next. If you watched all the way to the end, I want you to comment Ronnie MP Investing Master. I don't know why I came up with that, but Ronnie MP Investing Master, and